What's up, guys? Brandon here from Cornerstone FX, and we're back this week with something a little bit different. Today, I'm going to be doing a full breakdown on gold with you guys. As you can see, my chart looks a little bit messy or a lot messy, um, but I am on the daily time frame, so I'm going to break it down from the daily all the way down to the hour time frame. So as you can see, the only reason my chart looks this messy because I've got my weekly, my 4 hour, daily, monthly, 1 hour levels all on here. So on the higher time frame, it does look a bit messy, but just bear with me as it will get a lot clearer, a lot not too long from now. So as you can see on the daily time frame, um, price was moving in a very bearish movement. If I start right here, price was moving all the way down, and then right about here, we got like a double bottom. As you can see, we got a nice double bottom right here, and then price flew all the way back up. So at this point, um, we are in a bullish moving market at the moment, but we had a very big pullback those last 2-3 days, the last couple of weeks in actual fact. From if I look here, from the 3rd of June, so for the last 3 weeks, price has been moving down, which we'll look at that in a moment. But where price is at the moment, as you can see on the 1760 right here, this blue daily level right here, this is a very significant area on gold, because if I pull a box from here, you can see from when is this? Last year, May 2020. As you can see, that area right over there, we had one touch, price came down, two touch, three touch, four touch, five touch, six, seven, and this is the eighth touch that we've got here at the moment on gold. So this is a very significant area, and that's why we've got a nice reaction on it, as you can see. So I do believe we're going to be bouncing from this area right now and continue the bullish momentum from here to the upside. That is my analysis at the moment, but I'll drop into that on the lower time frames. So as you can see, let me just take this out quickly. So as you can see, like I mentioned, we had a nice double bottom here, and then price decided to move all the way up almost to the 1900 level. In actual fact, I think the highest it reached was 1915 at some point. So that is where we are right now with gold. Okay. So if I look at this as a pullback, so this was the low, this was the high, and this is a pullback. If I draw my fib from the low point right until the high point, right around here, around 18, I believe this is 18 almost. Let's do this. There we go. As you can see, that pullback is back straight into our golden zone between the 50 and the 61 fib level. And from this, you can see there's a nice bullish reaction at the moment. So if this daily candle can close bullish, it will give me indication that this does want to continue to the upside. Okay, so let me drop down to a more manageable. Let's go to the 4 hour. And if I go to the 4 hour, as you can see, it's looking a lot better now. Not quite yet, but this is a lot better than what it was. But this is how I trade. I'll give you guys an example. So on the 4 hour, as you can see, we're a little bit of a pullback over here, but we're in very strong push, small pullback, push, lower high, lower low right here, and this could potentially be a lower high to continue back down, or we can continue back up, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then so on. Okay, so here we can see we're in a nice bearish moving market at the moment, and we are still bearish on this pair. We're going to trade what the market gives us. So as you can see on the 4 hour, we are still in a very big downtrend, right? If I drop down to the 1 hour, which is the time frame that I usually trade on gold, if I just move my, there we go. So now you can see this, the chart looks a lot clearer right now. So going back again, This is the lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And here potentially we could have a lower high at the moment. Okay, so we can have a lower high and then price then move back to make a lower low, or again what we saw previously, price make a double bottom and then again change direction to the upside. But at this point we're only looking for sells on this pair. So if I look at this, if this was the last lower low right over here, right, this is potentially the pullback, making it the lower high potentially. So this is an area that we'll have to look out for on gold, right? So as you can see, if I just open up my chart a bit, right? So this is a lower low, lower high, lower low. This is potentially the lower high. As you can see, it touched there, came back down, touched again, and now in a bit of consolidation. So at this point, I do expect price to again move back down, maybe break that hour level, retest, and then continue back down to this daily level. That's my initial plan on this trade. And if you were to drop down to the smaller time frames, I'm sure you could get a trade in something like this. Let's see. Sorry, wrong tool. Let's look for a short position. So if we were to enter on the smaller time frames, maybe on the 30-minute or the 15-minute, we could get a trade. Let's do this. We could get a trade something like that. Let's do there. Stops just above here. And obviously first targets will be here. Give you a nice 1 to 2. And then obviously right down back to this level, we can get almost a 1 to 5 risk to reward on this specific pair on gold, right? So I would say be cautious with this pair because it can be volatile at times. But if you are sticking to market structure, sticking to your plan, um, look for market structure, lower lows, lower highs, wait for the momentum candle. So a bearish engulfing, a pin bar of some sort. You could enter this trade and then potentially write it down 1 to 2, and this is a 1 to 5 all the way down to here. However, if we do break this level right here, then again, as you are well aware, we will then be looking for the break, the retest, continuation. Hopefully we break again over here, retest, and continue to the upside just as so. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. So that is the breakdown on gold. That is how I look at the charts from the daily, going down to the 4 hour, going down to the 1 hour. As you can see on the daily time frame, this could be a pullback back into this level 1760 to then continue the bullish momentum. However, on the 4 hour, we are still in a very, very strong downtrend. Okay, so that is why we're looking for sells at the moment until price gives us indication that we are now in a bullish momentum, bullish moving market to then look for buys to ride it to the upside. So I believe if we break this level, and even more importantly, if we break this level 1795, that'll be a clear sign that gold is going to ride all the way back up. So we could look at something like this from 1800 to 1825. I mean, if you catch that move alone, if you wait and don't trade anything here, and you wait for the break above 1800. So break above 1800, retest on this around this area, and we can get a trade something like this. Stops just below, and you ride it all the way to 1825. That already is your 1 to 6 risk to reward on gold. Okay, so two possible trades. If we can continue the bearish momentum, then we can get a potential 1 to 5 risk to reward. However, if we're going to be patient and wait for market to say, okay, the bulls are back in control, we're going to be riding this up, wait for the break above 1800, retest, and then continue this up for a 1 to 5, 1 to 6, depending on where you enter and how you structure your risk. You could get a nice 1 to 6 risk to reward on this trade. Okay, well guys, that's it from us. I hope you're able to learn something from this. Yeah, let me know what it is that you'd like to see, if there's anything confusing you. Before I let you go, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you at the end of the week with a recap. Have a great trading week. See you in the next one.